Hi folks, on the occasion of the World Environment Day this year, the theme is biodiversity. And one of the things that the films that you have been seeing all these while is that there is a lot of focus on things other than the tiger that you should see in the jungles. TATR 4K Live has been a great pleasure for us to bring to you the many facets of Tadoba-Andhari Tiger Reserve. And the main focus, again to repeat, is that once you visit the jungle, just don't look for the tiger. There are many more things to see. The variety of birds, the behavior of many animals, even behavior like the langur. These are things I think you should watch for. So have a great time.
Dear viewers, we thank our Honorable Chief Wildlife Warden Shri Nitin Kakodkar sir for his wonderful message and kind words on the occasion of World Environment Day. Thank you, sir.
Tadoba, the wonder world that is full of beauty, charm, and adventure. The adventure never ends here, as the wildlife will always thrill you with its exceptional behaviors and encounters. I understand that we all are going through tough times due to this corona outbreak and Nisarga cyclone lashing devastation around. But look at this sunset, which is a proof that no matter what happens, every day can end beautifully. Based on your previous reviews and feedbacks, we got to know that you liked our Buddha Purnima's special episode of the Night Vigils of Tadoba. So here we are with a similar episode where we'll be exploring the nocturnal wildlife of Tadoba, which was shot by our staff during night patrolling. So let's explore the shadows in the dark of Tadoba. No doubt why this mystic forests of central India jungles inspired Rudyard Kipling to write his stories on the Jungle Book. The landscape of Tadoba are home to apex predators such as the Sher Khan, leopards and wild dogs, and as well as their staple prey, Sambars, spotted deers and gores. And to conserve such rich wildlife, our courageous forest department staff patrols day and night. On sensing potential danger across, the spotted deers will issue an alarm calls, as they very well know that this is the time when the tigers will be patrolling their territory. This female mugger crocodile will also be vigilant throughout the night, guarding her nesting site where she has a threat where her eggs might become a meal to monitor lizards. She must have laid eggs in clutches with 8 to 46 eggs each. The hatchlings will soon be out by the June end. She will then excavate the young ones by picking them up in her snout and carrying them to the nearest small ponds. In the nearest small ponds, the female will be protecting them for one more year. As the shadows get darker, in the twilight, the herbivores gather on feeding grounds and form large groups. During day, the langurs perched on top branches inspect the vicinity and alert them by giving alarm calls. But night is a battle for life. The adults from the herd will take turn by turn sleeps and others staying up awake guarding the entire herd from the predators at night. Most peculiar calls heard at dawn and dusk are of these resident breeders of Tadoba, the Indian nightjar. Their plumage blends perfectly with the soil and becomes difficult to detect. But we could spot this one as his eyes gleamed red in the spotlight of vehicle as he was sitting in the middle of the road. This cute and playful species is of the Indian hare, which is very commonly found in the Indian subcontinents and Java. They spend most of the daytime sleeping and during night time they feed on short grasses. The Indian hare is prey to many small mammals in the jungle, including the jungle cat, mongoose, jackal, eagles, and hawks. If its population dwindles, it will automatically affect the population of these two species. Although the hare is found widely in India except in mountain areas and Sundarbans, poaching is posing a serious threat to their survival. This elusive and solitary individual is a civet, a creature of the night. They are found throughout Asia and Africa. Civets are also called as toddy cats. there are two species found in Tadoba: small Indian civet and the Asian palm civet. Civets communicate between each other by secreting strong smelling scents, and looks like this individual is trying to smell something. Maybe another individual must have marked his territory around. Civets have sharp claws, which enables them to climb trees to eat berries and pulpy fruits. But very sadly, these animals are under threat. They are hunted for meat and illegally traded for pet. But very sadly, these animals are under threat. They are hunted for meat and illegally treated for pets and caged for production of Kopi Luwak coffee. Red wattle lapwing. Their characteristic loud alarm calls, rendered as "Did he do it?" alerts all the herbivores around, as any predator movement is seen there. Oh, look, we have a young male Sambar deer standing still, motionless. This is a very peculiar behavior of Sambars when they sense any potential danger around them. These animals are crepusculars, which means active during twilight. Oh, look, we have a leopard crossing the road. Being solitary and shy animal, it's very difficult to spot this in the daytime, and we are lucky to spot one in the night. She has a cub too with her. She will quickly have to camouflage herself in the dark, as she has already intruded in the tiger's territory. This is a young one of barking deer. These deers are highly alert creatures. Barking deers are also called as Indian muntjacs. They are called as barking deers due to the bark-like sounds that it makes as an alarm when danger is present. This young one must have got separated by his mother as in search of its own territory. The young leaves its mother after about 6 months. Due to prey abundance in Tadoba, tigers, leopards and dholes share a same habitat and coexist together. The leopards and dholes have adapted to hunt prey of smaller sizes as compared to what the tiger hunts. One of the rarest sights of Tadoba, the honey badgers. It is known to savagely and fearlessly attack almost any other species when escape is impossible, reportedly even repelling much larger predators such as lions, tigers, and hyenas. This one is a wolf like canid, the Indian jackal. The golden jackal's omnivorous diet allows it to eat a large range of foods. This diet, together with its tolerance of dry conditions, enables it to live in different habitats. Oh look, he's found meal for tonight. These animals are opportunistics. Jackal is both a predator and a scavenger. They will scavenge off on the kills made by tigers, leopards, and dholes. Despite its size and power of the Indian gore, they are known to be timid and shy. Mostly in central India, the gores have become nocturnal due to forest molestation caused by humans. When dawn turns to dark, it is their time. This is a brown fish owl out of the 15 species found in India. Their eyes are tuned for optical night vision. Owls have a superb capacity to hear. The two horn-like ears are simply tufts of feathers. Their real ears are positioned asymmetrically under the feathers of head, where the sound reaches the one ear in a fraction of a second earlier than the other, which gives it an incredible accuracy to pinpoint its prey. It looks like the owl has found a pricey catch near the waterhole. I guess it's a checkered killback. These are also known as Asiatic water snakes, which is a non-venomous snake, mostly found in its preferred habitats in or near freshwater lakes or rivers. But this snake looks quite big and heavy enough for an owl to hunt it. Because of superstitious belief, owls are in serious danger in India. And because of this, owls in India are protected under the Wildlife Protection Act that prohibits hunting, trade, or any form of utilization of these species or their body parts. Owls have a very strong talons. An owl's foot has 4 toes. When perched or clutching prey, the outer front toe on each foot swivels to face the rear. It is able to do this because of a unique flexible joint. We have an Indian sloth bear on the waterhole. He too needs to quench his thirst quicker, as he might encounter with the leopard. There are two subspecies of sloth bears, the Indian sloth bear and the Sri Lankan sloth bear. The sloth bear just got petrified by the alarm call. These bears walk in a slow and shambling motion, with their feet being set down in a noisy flapping motion. Sloth bears are expert hunters for termites and ants, which they locate by smell. IUCN estimates that fewer than 20,000 sloth bears survive in the wild of Indian subcontinents and Sri Lanka. Sloth bears is listed in Schedule 1 of the Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972, which provides for their legal protection. The government of India has banned use of sloth bear for entertainment, and a sloth bear welfare project in our country has the objective of putting an end to their use for entertainment. The yellow coats with black stripe looks even more fascinating under the moonlight, and especially when it is a female tiger with 3 cubs. Tigers are the largest felines in the world, and as such, many cultures consider tiger to be a symbol of strength, courage, and dignity. This mother is definitely proved to be a very good hunter. Look at the bottle bellies of the cubs. Did you see that? The mother's love. She waited for all the cubs to come because she knows it's not safe leaving them alone at this particular time. At just 8 weeks old, tiger cubs are ready to learn how to hunt and go out on hunting expeditions with their mothers. At 2 years old, the cubs will set out their own, and their mother will be ready for another set of cubs. Due to a retinal adaptation that reflects light back to the retina, the night vision of tigers is 6 times better than that of humans. The tiger's stripes help to break up the outline of its body and make it hard to see. They also look like shadows as the tiger stalks through long grasses in the moonlight. Tigers have striped skin and not just striped fur. Looks like the tiger cubs are in a play fighting mood by showing some acrobatic moves. While the mother decides to take some rest, but it seems that the cubs are in a playful mood. But we very well know that the mothers can really be tough, and with just one frown, the cubs know it's better we go back. Do you know that tigers are also national animals of Bangladesh, North Korea, South Korea, and Malaysia? One more interesting thing about cats: all cats, including tigers, have a distinct scent associated with them due to their individualized scent glands. The individualized scent helps cubs track their mother's path and serve to identify particular individuals. Cats have scent glands between their toes, nails, anus, head, chin, lips, cheeks, and facial whiskers. This majestic Royal Bengal tiger will always fascinate us with its strength, beauty. The porcupine, one of the prickliest of all the rodents, though its Latin name means quill pig, there are more than 2 dozen porcupine species, and all boast a coat of needle like quills to give predators a sharp reminder that this animal is no easy meal. This is the juvenile of mottled owl with a prominent, well developed facial disc extending equally above and below the eyes. These owls lack ear tufts. The tarsi and toes are feathered in adults, while they are bare in juveniles. In true sense, this is the ghost of Tadoba, the Bagheera of Jungle Book, where everybody just talks about, but only a few have seen him. This mysterious animal is actually melanistic leopard. Melanism is a very rare phenomena in leopards, and we are lucky to sight this animal. Sighting Bagheera in night is as difficult as to see a shadow in the dark. What an escapading night and unforeseen morning with the sight of melanistic Indian leopard. The fawn and the mother have succeeded in surviving one more night. These animals are doing their bit to secure their generation. But are we doing our bit of work? So, in this episode, we saw how jungle becomes more alive in the night. All animals have adjusted themselves according to the nature's demand. They have learnt the lessons of coexistence very well. On the World Environment Day, let us take one step forward to accept their coexistence with us. Let's respect their right to live. Animals are also learning how to live peacefully with humankind. If they can do it, then why can't we? I would like to end up with a very beautiful quote. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, but we borrow it from our children.